Good day. Welcome again to Explore Protect YouTube channel. Here at the Money Magnet with your host, Dr. Meiya. If you are new to this channel, we welcome you. You came to the right place. This is where entrepreneurs sit and chat and find nuggets and inputs on how to better understand and run their entities. Today, I want us to talk about cash flow matters. And while you new or return entrepreneurs here, like this video, comment on it. I'm back to cash flow matters because I'm getting a number of conversations around cash flow matters. In the past, you will remember we had a full series on cash flow and matters around the cash flow. So today I just want us to look at 4 things that I believe are critical or necessary or important in helping us to turbocharge our cash flow. So let's look at these 4 things that are generally pretty standard, pretty straightforward on how you can turbocharge your cash flow in your business. Now let's remember why we keep coming back to the cash flow conversation. It doesn't matter how profitable the entity is. If there is no cash flow, that entity is and will not be sustainable. So we keep coming back to matters of cash flow so that we better understand and discern what to do to improve our cash flow. And today, only 4 things that I want us to look at to turbocharge our cash flow. The first thing I want us to consider and to do is to offer discount for early payments. Now, if you rendered the service or product and you're not operating on cash basis, you're operating on invoice basis, and you spoke about this in the past, it does not necessarily mean that the money is already in your company. It means the service has been rendered, but the payment has not yet been rendered. Now, one of the things that you might do to encourage your clients and your clientele to pay on time, depending on your cash payment policy or procedure or practice, is offer discounts for early payments. Now, there's a caveat in this, in the sense that if your service is $10, you might want to give a 10% discount if the invoice is settled within, let's say, 7 days or whatever the case may be. But what you need to be careful if you're going to focus on using the strategy of offering discounts for early payments, make sure that your pricing structure and your pricing strategy or the markup that you put on your services does not negatively impact your offering of discount for early payments. The second thing, remodel or model your business around prepayments and or subscriptions. Now, the beauty and the magic about this kind of a business model is that long before you render the service, you have received the money. The problem with that is that you're sitting with a liability because you still need to render the service. But the beauty of this is that the subscription or prepaid method, you have an idea of what cash flow is going to be coming from that particular service. So dependent on the nature of service that you do, this could even be things like retainer model. How do you model the service you're offering to have an element within it that your clients or members can subscribe or they can have prepayments? In fact, you can link this very well with the first strategy. The third one is develop and offer high ticket and high value offerings. Now, the tricky part about this is that you want to further segment your market to have your high clients or the clients that you can offer a high ticket. Now, a simple way to make this example is to say if you've got 2 services that you're offering, one you're offering at $10 per client and the other you're offering at $100 per client. For you to get to $1,000, you need to have 100 clients of $10. But for you to get to the same $1,000, you need 10 clients of $100. So you need to relook at your offering and work on having some, lack of a better word, a lead offering, premium offering that you know is a high ticket, but you know there's a clientele that is prepared to pay high dollar for your service. And lastly, offer guarantees or sometimes money back guarantees, and in fact occasionally offer free services. Now when you're offering a guarantee or a trial, for example, that trials on 14 days of a free trial, that's what I'm referring to, so that your clients can test drive and have to interface and engage with your offering. This sometimes works very well with digital or services. It does work with products, tangible services, but it tends to work very well with intangible and service offerings, where you can make a service available for 14 days, for an example, and thereafter they can then take up. Or you can offer something like money back guarantee, because you believe in your product, you believe in what you offer. The minute you offer a money back guarantee, you're saying, I have confidence in this offering in addressing your need, that if you're not happy with it, you just return this or whatever the case may be, and we'll refund you. And lastly, under this strategy, consider offering some free, and that could be webinars or some products. Now, this works very well where your service allows you to have a synchronous engagement with your clientele in a webinar environment, for an example, where you can give high-level offering of what you do, and really in the process of that, articulate to the audience the other benefits that you are not articulating in this free offering, because you already have them in the room, and you might just find that a percent of them might just take the offer. I hope you enjoyed these 4 strategies: offer discounts for early payments, model around subscriptions or prepayments, develop high ticket, high value offering, and offer guarantees and free trials. It's your finance doctor, Dr. Meiya. Hope you enjoyed the conversations. For those who are new, I've said, please subscribe to the channel and continue to comment. These comments are the ones that inform us what material we need to converse with you more. Have a beautiful day.